Did you hear what I said, Rick? I said, get out of my house.
And then what, Ridge? What, you deck me, and where do we go from there?
We go nowhere. Now get out!
But you see, it's not that simple. We both have to go back to Forrester. We both have jobs. You're the head designer, I'm the vice president. So I ask you again. You vent all your anger, you beat me to a pulp, and then what?
Come in. Hey, sister-in-law. Bridget, I didn't hear the doorbell ring.
Came through the back. I didn't want to disturb Mom and Deacon.
They're downstairs?
Yeah, she wanted to see him before he went to work.
What about?
I don't know. His new job, I guess. Let me tell you, Amber, he's so pumped up about this.
It's amazing, isn't it? I remember when your mom and Deacon couldn't be in the same room together. You know, she hated him. Wonder what changed everything.
I'm sorry, Deacon. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have offered you the job.
Brooke, we're not going to be anywhere near each other. And my office is downstairs, right? We're not even going to see each other. You know that.
Well, that's not true. I meet with head of promotions once a week.
Great, so we see each other once a week. I mean, hell, we're going to run into each other at family gatherings more than that.
Deacon, don't make this any harder than it already is. I know how much you want this job, but think about it. Think about our feelings for each other.
Brooke, I do nothing but think about my feelings for you.
I love you. And I'm carrying your baby. But you are married to my daughter. And we can't be together. Now, that is a commitment that we made to each other and to Bridget and to this child. And we can't risk breaking that agreement, that commitment. And having you work at Forrester, that would be a big risk. Maybe not to you, but it definitely would be to me. I'm sorry. I didn't have my head on straight when I gave you the job. It would be a terrible mistake, Deacon. And I can't make that kind of mistake.
Nothing like the taste of victory to boost the old confidence level, hey, Rick?
You would know. Your career has been all about victory, one after another.
Well, that should make it particularly satisfying for you. You feel a little like David and Goliath here?
I suppose that's one way you could look at it, but I don't.
Oh, come on, Rick. I've seen you in action. I've seen you in action in the boardroom. That little performance you gave, that was really slick. You really showed me up, didn't you?
Almost as much as you showed me up the time before.
Yeah, well, you got me back, all right.
This isn't about getting you back, Ridge. I have much better things to do with my time than that.
What, like frat parties, dances, all-nighters at the library? That is what college kids do, isn't it? And you are a college kid, Rick. Or if you deluded yourself into thinking otherwise.
I'm taking some classes at UCLA. I guess in your book, that makes me a college kid, but I'm also the vice president of Forrester Creations.
Oh, well, then you're a college kid playing at being an executive, huh? You're gonna crash and burn, Rick. You're gonna crash and burn, and I'm not gonna be there to pick you out of the wreckage. You're all on your own, Rick. You're totally on your own.
I'm not on my own, Ridge. I have the support of the whole family.
Is that your plan? To lean on your parents and your brothers? Rick, you've got no experience. When I was your age, I spent every waking moment in the garment district. Learning about the machines, learning about fabric and cutting. I took classes at night. I was determined to learn every aspect of this business. And you know what, Rick? There isn't one job at Forrester I can't do. From fashion to finance, I can do it all. That's how you train to be a CEO. You don't just waltz into a board meeting flashing your mommy's stocks. You might get a job from that. In your case, you obviously did. But now, let's see if you keep it.
That's where you come in, Ridge.
Oh, is that so?
I'm gonna need everyone's help. I don't deny that.
What makes you think that anyone's got the time, Rick? Or in my case, the inclination to want to tutor you?
Because I'm family. Because you're my brother, and family supports each other, Ridge. Look, I'm sorry you're upset about what happened, but the fact of the matter is, you stole a job that wasn't yours. It was Mom's. You were interim CEO. You had to know that it was temporary. You're our head designer, Ridge, and you're the best in the business. Now, I'm the vice president, and I want to be the best in the business. I think it behooves all of us to remember that we're all in this together. We're family. My success is yours, and yours is mine. So what do you say, man? Let's put all this behind us and move on.
You understand why I have to do this. We're courting disaster if we work together every day in the same building. And if you can't see that...
We're courting disaster if I have to stay home alone. Brooke, I do nothing but think about you. About you and about our baby.
You have to stop doing that.
I did. I did for 24 hours. You know why, Brooke? Because you gave me this job. This is the first time since you and I were together at the spa that I've been able to focus on anything but you. Brooke, I need this. I need this job for so many reasons. All my life, I have dreamed about doing something challenging. About doing something great. I want to show the rest of the family, especially Stephanie and especially Eric, that I'm not just some gold digger, you know, that I'm not just some loser. But more than that, I need something that's gonna stop me from thinking about you, and this might be the only thing that's gonna work.
Deacon, you promised me that Bridget wouldn't find out. And if we're working together, she's going to know. Everybody's going to know.
Not if we're strong.
Well, I'm not that strong. All I want to do is reach out and touch you and hold you. And I know you feel the same way because I can sense it every time you look at me. And if we're working together, Deacon, we won't be able to hide our feelings. And I can't take that chance. I can't.
Brooke, we're taking a bigger chance if I don't work there. I needed a reason to get out of bed. I needed some way to stop thinking about you constantly. And you gave that to me when you made me head of promotions. Please. Please don't take that away from me.
So let's just bury the hatchet, take you under our wing.
And we all win.
You get this all figured out, don't you?
I don't see any reason why it won't work out that way. What?
You think it's all that simple, don't you? I guess in your naivete you would.
I still believe that there are no limitations, if that's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that you don't have a clue how to run an international corporation. This is not something your family can teach you in a week or a month. You're not ready for this job, Rick, and you're not even smart enough to know that.
Well, gee, Ridge, I guess that means that you're not going to help me. Oh, well, I'll have to depend on the rest of the family.
They don't have time, Rick. They're busy people. Have you ever hung around with Dad during the day? You should really try doing that, if you can even keep up with him. You see, in the morning when we arrive at work, we hit the ground running. We're on all cylinders, Rick. Now, if you want Business 101, you go back to college, because you're not going to get it at Forrester, and you're sure as hell not going to get it from me.
Well, then I guess I'll have to get it someplace else.
Oh, really?
I gotta learn the ropes somewhere, and you don't want to help me.
Who's coaching you?
Let's just say it's somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Why don't we say, you tell me who it is? And you tell me who it is right now.
So, you're okay with Deacon working at Forrester?
Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. All the models.
Amber, come on. Deacon is fully committed to our marriage. Even if he has been a little preoccupied lately.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's nothing, really.
Come on, you can talk to me.
I know, I can. It's kind of embarrassing. We just haven't been very intimate lately. But it's probably all this business with my mom. I mean, he's been worried. We all have.
Yeah. Oh, she's back now. So none of us have to worry anymore.
I made a sacrifice for you. Probably the biggest sacrifice of my life. I agreed to a future without my baby. I agreed to a future without a woman that I am hopelessly, passionately in love with. And I also made a vow to you. I promised you that I would honor my marriage. And I intend on keeping that promise. But you gotta cut me some slack here. I mean, Brooke, you gotta allow me some distraction here, some way of not thinking about you every single minute of every single day. You see, that's why this job was just perfect. This was like a godsend. I mean, I'd be so busy working my tail off, I wouldn't even have time to think about everything that I've lost.
I'm so afraid.
Brooke. Listen to me. There's nothing for you to be afraid of.
Deacon, I'm so vulnerable to you. Even the way you're touching me right now.
Hey. It's gonna get easier.
I keep telling myself that.
I mean, we both got a lot we gotta concentrate on at work, right? Especially you. Especially with all the changes the Ridge made.
Yeah, I know. Really look forward to facing that.
I'm gonna be there to help you. I'm always gonna be there to help you, Brooke. So's Rick. You're not gonna be alone. Who would have thought of it, huh? Deacon Sharp on his white horse rides in to save Brooke Logan from the corporate enemy. Gotta love it.
So you really think you can pull this off, huh?
I'm gonna make this company the talk of the town.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You know I'm gonna be great at this.
Yes, in some strange way I do.
Yeah. So what do you say? Are we gonna do this?
Yes.
Yes.
You have a job.
Yes, all right. Oh, Brooke, you are not gonna regret this. I promise you. I'm gonna put on promotions that you're not even gonna believe them. I'm gonna make this company, I'm gonna make it over. I'm gonna give it a completely new style. I'm gonna make Forrester, I'm gonna make it the hottest damn thing in the entire fashion industry. You mark my words.
Why God brought you into my life, I will never know. But I'm glad for that. I just look down the road to when our baby's going to be born. A baby that we won't share together. And I just can see how terribly difficult that is going to be. And how much pain we're going to have to endure. But somewhere inside me, I think I'm a far better person for having you in my life. I never thought I'd say this, but I wouldn't want things any other way.
I think at this moment, I would give just about anything to have one more night with you. I know. I know.
Who prepped you for that board meeting?
What the hell's the difference?
I just want to know.
Because he taught me a lot, didn't he?
He taught you enough to be dangerous, Rick. To our company and to yourself.
Well, I thought it was pretty impressive. So did Dad and the others.
You listen to me, you little twerp. You couldn't run a lemonade stand. You think you're ready for this? I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's gonna be at work. When you see me in the hallway, you don't look at me, you don't talk to me. I don't even want you breathing the same air as me. Do you hear me? I am head designer. You are playing at being vice president. You have nothing to do with me. Do you understand me? Nothing. You remember that.
You know, I want you to remember something, Rich. I'm your superior. You treat me like that at Forrester and I'll fire you. Now, the deadline for the fall collection is in 3 weeks. You're behind. I suggest you get your butt in there and finish it.
Our secret forever, Deacon. Our baby. No one can ever find out.
Oh my God. You're pregnant.